Leah, so sorry. I just saw your message. I was just replying to a client who got a private reading. So let's see. You said, "Girl, I hope you're well. I'm trying to get better. I don't know if you saw me. I'm over here taking my medication," which is another reason why I showed up about 15 minutes late to the live stream. So sorry about that. So I'm trying to catch up. I think I got a flu. So I'm catching up. That's why I didn't even bother to do my makeup. I was actually going to use the excuse. I was actually going to lie to you guys. I was going to say that the reason why I didn't do my makeup was because I was going to go to the gym, but it's okay. I just threw myself under the bus. It's all right. I'm sick, and thank you for asking. So you said it's over. I blocked him. He's a narcissist. What happened? What do you do? There was somebody else? You know what they say when you break up during Mercury retrograde, huh? What happened? Let me know. So I accepted to meet with him in person after 2 months without seeing each other, and Ray kept calling him while he was with me. So I was like, I'm done with this BS. So will he move on and finally leave me alone? I sent you Venmo. I guess what I'm trying to understand is, where's the narcissist part? Is it the one where he couldn't silence his phone? I think we've made it clear with that, you know, the X-ray is the way that he is, and that he is a little cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. So I guess what I'm trying to understand is, like, where did the narcissist part happen? And for your cards, I actually want to use the Dark Fairy Tale Tarot, because whenever there's conflict or there's strife in a relationship, I like to bring this one out. But it can help for anything, but I just feel like this one gets the nitty-gritty. I feel like this one really just gets all the good sauce, you know, all the good stuff. So I'm over here having my medication cocktail. Don't mind me. Okay, yes, Mr. PhD in psychology. All right, all right. But what I'm trying to understand, what happened that day that made you feel like you were being a narcissist? Possessive, egotistical. Was he being egotistical while he was trying to get you back? Is that what you're saying? Possessive. Well, of course he's going to be possessive. I mean, he hasn't seen you in 2 months. I think anyone will get a little possessive, like who you seen, and all that stuff. It's not a good thing. I'm not justifying. It's not a good thing. The constant lying. Okay, the constant lying. Constant lying doesn't mean he's necessarily a narcissist. It just means he's just not an honest person. But for his reasons for lying, I think we already know why. The cards did say he genuinely loved you and he likes you. The feelings were true. And cards so far have not been contradictory to your situation. I think what it is that he lied to you the first time and you just never forgave him. I think that's what it is. And I'm saying this with love, Leo, okay? I think he lied to you the first time, and it wasn't a good lie. It wasn't a great lie. Nobody wants to know that they're dating someone that, you know, is living with someone else. But I think he genuinely does like you. I just think he feels stuck with Ray. And I think Ray is a little cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, and he just doesn't know a way out. Okay? And I just think that because he wasn't honest and upfront, I mean, if anyone was in his situation, someone who is weak like him, who can't find the strength to leave, and then, you just coincidentally meet someone else, how do you throw that bomb to someone? I mean, I'm not accusing him. I'm just putting myself in his shoes. I've never been in his shoes, by the way, just so you know. I'm not trying to make excuses for him. I'm just reminding you of what I've seen before. I just think you haven't forgiven him for that. But to see if he would leave you alone, I think we had seen that in cards too. Wait. That was your question, right? You want to know if he would finally leave you alone, right? Yes. Let me bring it up. But that's his house. Oh, so that is his house. Yeah, but and it's so crazy that you say that. It's so crazy that you say that, because I remember I heard of a story once where it didn't even happen with like a couple. It actually happened with online friends. I had a client, who met a girl online, but it was amicable. It was just friends, and she had lived in a different state and everything. And she had just said one time, like, hey, I'm going to come to your state, and I'm just going to, like, if you want to stop by to get some coffee or something. And he offered his place, so she didn't have to pay for a room. He's like, you can stay in my living room. And that's exactly what happened. My client offered her his living room for the time being, and she ended up staying. She stayed for 3 years, and he just couldn't find a way to have her leave. And little by little, as he started to get to know this woman, he realized that this woman didn't have a job, never really had a place to stay, and she just really wasn't open about stuff like how she was online. And so some people just have a really weird way of doing shit. And you're right. Sometimes when it comes to setting boundaries, it's hard, for some people. It totally is. Some people just don't know how to be stern. Some people just don't know how to do it. It's really true. And I saw it with my client at that moment when that happened to him. And mind you, they never had a romantic relationship, not even while she was there, And he even said it. He's like, I don't even know how she did it. It was just so smooth, She just started living in my living room, It happens. Ray's mom also lives there with him. That's what I'm telling you. Like, maybe it's partly like he just feels bad because he's going to throw them all out. It's going to be a lot of stuff. But anyway, speculation is over. We're going to see what the cards really have to say. So let's go ahead and see. Will he move on and finally leave you alone? Let's see, girl. All right, let's see. Excuse me. Medication here makes me feel really all kinds of weird stuff. Oh my God. All right, let's go ahead and see. Hi, High Priestess. I just saw your payment. Thank you so much. I will be with you in just a second. Alrighty, let's see what the cards have to say. Will he leave you alone? Finally. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes. especially with this one in the bottom of the deck. 8 of Wands reverse. Sorry, my cards are old. But 8 of Wands in reverse talks about a distance in communication. So there will be a distance in communications right here. So the reason why King of Swords, because you've dealt with the King of Swords, or you became the King of Swords. That's why. And as you can see, the King of Swords, he's making it a point to intimidate the person right in front of him. Either when you proved your point about don't calling me again and whatever, don't call me again, don't text me, blah blah blah. You were very cold, and I feel like for you, the whole point for it is. I think that served its point, but I feel like with this, it's about keeping that consistent, because the moment he sees you break, he's going to find that as a sign that you really want him back, or that you're giving in and that you want him back. So yes, I do think so. As a matter of fact, the cards are telling me that for a while you might even be just preoccupied with your money, with your finances or your financial situation. This could be a job, getting another job, or getting a job if you don't have one. We've never seen your finances, but the cards are telling me that will just end up being your focus. Craftsmanship, your business, if you have a business, or growing one, if that's a true goal of yours. But yes, I think right here, the cards are telling me that you're going to be focusing on you. You're going to be focusing on you. Okay. Yes, he will leave you alone. You proved your point. But remember, the King of Swords is coming out because it's telling you that is something you have to keep consistent. Okay. Of course, you got to enter your self-love era. You got to. And during that time, you're going to do really well. And, that's what I like. Other people, don't really take the time to reflect and heal. And that's something I really like about you. And I really commend that about you, is that you're going to really take the time to reflect on this. This is probably something that was a bit traumatizing, getting into a relationship, actually start liking someone, and then boom, they're living with somebody else and their mother. And it's like, oh no, that's not going to happen, So, I mean, even if he did like you for you, even if the feelings are there for you, if he wasn't strong enough to let go of his other relationship, regardless of the consequences, maybe it wasn't worth it then. Okay. Alrighty, Leo. Well, if you have other questions for me, I would be more than happy to answer them for you. I did have High Priestess pay for a reading, so if you do have any other questions that come your way, you can go ahead and ask them if you want. I'm just going to go ahead and answer High Priestess's questions really quick, and then I'll come back to you if you have any, okay? So let's see. Okay, hi, High Priestess. How are you? Are you still here? You're welcome. I'm going to do a second live stream in the evening. I'll be coming in at 5 o'clock. All right. Granted that I'm not late. I couldn't wake up this morning. I was really, I'm just really under the weather, guys, today. No makeup. I didn't even bother to do my makeup or my hair or anything. Alrighty. Thank you, Leo. I had a meeting with my manager today. I always feel like there's a target to push me out of this position or something. It's always a bunch of criticism or looking for things to not pick at. Thank you. What is the energy of this touch point meeting with my manager, Margaret? Okay. Manager Margaret, was she the Aquarius? What sign was this, Margaret? You are Aquarius. That is right. That is right. Okay. So, what was your name again, High Priestess? I am under the weather today, and I haven't even had any food in my system. So, I literally just woke up and I started this live stream. So, yeah, if you can just remind me of your name. I'm like so under the weather. I'm still capable to do readings, guys, but I can't remember all your names right now. Kiara, there you go. It was like with the K. You know what I was thinking about? You know that singer Kesha? That's what I was thinking. I was like, I know it rhymes with Kesha. So Kiara, perfect. Okay, so Kiara, Aquarius, that's right. You have the 22 an hour job, and that's how we related because we both worked in well, you worked in healthcare, I worked in ABA. But I feel you. You know, you go to school, you know, thinking that you're gonna make a difference for people. You know, you got in healthcare. Me, it was in social and behavioral sciences, and you know, look what happens. You know, you get paid like you got 22 an hour. I got paid 20 an hour, and then they're part-time jobs, and it's like, yes, I remember this now. If you remember, it's only paying. Yes, you have masters, yes, and you live, I think, in Pennsylvania, right? You were trying to move out. Okay, perfect. I remember you now. Awesome. So you wanted to know about this meeting. What is the energy of this touch point meeting with Margaret? And it just happened today, right? This meeting happened today, or it's going to happen. It happened at 2 p.m. Okay. Okay, let's see what the cards have to say for you. You're losing your patience. Or did someone lose their patience in the meeting? Or you right now, you just feel frustrated? Because either someone really lost it during the meeting, or you just feel really like just frustrated with this whole thing, with these meetings. Because from what I'm seeing is that someone kind of is about to lose their shit, or they lost their shit. That's kind of what I'm seeing. Probably me. I'm over it. Okay, no. Okay, awesome. All right. Yeah, because I do see that there was communication. So there was obviously talking between you two. And in the middle of both of you, this is an air sign. So you are an Aquarius. Aquarius is one of the air signs. The air signs are Gemini, Aquarius, Libra. And this is talking about basically someone, most likely an air sign, who is losing their shit, or someone who's really losing their patience after not doing something about a situation, or just trying to be patient about a situation. But it's not in you to be this patient for something like this. It's just not in you. But I just think it's the fact that, you know, you're at the place that you are in your life, you're in the position that you are in your life, and you're just like, I think you kind of just see this whole process just a bit disrespectful. And I think that's where you're losing your patience with this person. Okay, let's see what you said. Now she wants to do random calls without scheduling a meeting. She just wants to randomly call people on her team whenever she feels like it. So much supervising. I wonder what's the whole point of it. Interesting. So much supervising. Is she just trying to get people to get fired? From what it sounds like, she just likes to add pressure, and she wants to see who handles the pressure and who doesn't. That's just what it sounds like to me. I've dealt with people like that, you know. From what this is telling me right here, she seems to be very stressed out. She seems to be very stressed out because it seems like she's not very satisfied with you. I want to see why, so I'm going to see why. She's not very satisfied with you, but I feel like just in general, she's just not satisfied with her life. She doesn't feel like her life is very abundant. Her life isn't very exciting. I asked if she's unsatisfied with things at work, and they're saying no. She's unsatisfied with things that are happening in her personal life. So I asked for both. I first asked if she was unsatisfied in her personal life, and it says yes. Then I asked if she's unsatisfied with how things are going on at work, and it said no. Okay? So it's weird, and she's in the background watching our calls and looking for issues where there really isn't an issue. It seems like she has a focus on only me, though. Yeah, I remember we asked that before, and the card said that she's like this with everyone. I confirmed just right now. And no, she's like this with everyone. Okay? So it's just telling me she's just really unsatisfied. She's got a lot of stress. I see a lot of thoughts going on in her mind. So she might be really stressed off. And I just see her just thinking a lot. And in her thoughts, I just see worry. But it really has nothing to do with work. It really has nothing to do with what's going on at work or her just being unsatisfied. She's unsatisfied at home. She's unsatisfied in her personal life. She's not unsatisfied with what's going on at work. So you're totally right when you say that things are fine, they're okay, they're decent, you know? So I believe you. The cards are saying it. The cards are just saying it's more of a personal thing, and I just see that she's in her thoughts a lot. Nothing is going on that's wrong at work that she needs to like micromanage here. She didn't even get through my monthly performance because she was rambling about something the whole team was doing. Okay. Well, what do you want to do, High Priestess? What do you want to do? Is she trying to fire me? Well, that would be a separate question, hon. Would you want to ask a second question, or did you submit the payment already for the second question? I'm going to double check because, oh, you did. You did submit for 2 questions. Never mind. Never mind. I need to figure out how these, how I can start getting the push notifications for these payment apps, because seriously. Yes, I saw your payment. Okay, so it's like she looks for things to address with me but can't find anything wrong, so So she picks on nothing. For real, right? Exactly. She has nothing to pick on. She's just micromanaging. That's just all she's doing. Okay, so let's see if her intention is to fire you. Her intention for acting this way, particularly with you, is to see if she can fire you. Is her intention to fire you? Does she have the intention of firing you right now? Does Margaret currently have the intention of firing Kiara? I've already had to tell her I don't need to be micromanaged or overly supervised. I'm an adult and have plenty of experience. That's good. I wonder what was her response to that. What did she say? No, her intention is not to fire you. So I don't see that she has that in mind. When she's micromanaging you, she doesn't have that in mind. Her intention at the moment isn't to fire you. So she's not looking to fire you. No. She went to the director and we had a team meeting because us and of course they sided with each other. The same director was saying how I wasn't treated fairly when I started. I don't know. I'm tired of them. She's on my nerves. I bet she's on your last nerve, girl. I bet she is. But from what I'm seeing right now, I don't see that she has the intention of firing you. It probably just feels that way. But I think she's just adding pressure to everyone. But I wouldn't doubt it that she's making everyone feel this way. But I don't think that's her intention. I think she's just so stressed out. She's so stressed out at home. She's so stressed out in her personal life, and she's bringing that at work. I don't think you guys really need to be micromanaged at all. Not at all. All right, Kiara, I just got your other 10. How else can I help you? If I send out applications to California, will I land something by the end of this year? Very good question. All right, let's see. Actually, for that one, I want to ask a different deck. I want to use the Tarot 3D. Guys, I was really hoping that my camera would not show these eyebrows, but they show them. Oh my goodness. Need to go get them done. This camera is too clear. Too crystal clear. Okay, let's do it. Oh, yes, and we're using the Tarot 3D for this one, okay? I feel a strong call to California. It's just getting there. Yeah, with your credentials and I'm sure you can find something here. There's always jobs here. Always, 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 always. And right now, there's like this boom in California where people are just hiring like crazy. And it's been that way since COVID ended, where people are just hiring like crazy. And it hasn't stopped. So I wouldn't be surprised if you find something here. And if you do, come to my psychic fairs, okay? So, all right, so let's see. Will you find something by the end of this year in California? I don't even want to look. I'll flip the cards before I look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I gotta know. And I think I saw that the last time. I gotta know again. And it's gonna feel very confusing. Very confusing, Kira. It's gonna feel very confusing. And as a matter of fact, it's gonna make you feel like you can never come to becoming the emperor in your life. And what that means is that the emperor is the archetype of the person who's established. He's older. This person has their own home. This person has their own money in the bank. Probably even luxurious furniture. Who knows? Whatever in your brain constitutes as being and feeling established in your life, whether that's, having certain possessions and having certain, traveling experiences, under your belt and blah, 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 blah. It just seems like this being your outcome, or at least, the outcome in this little situation. It tells me that you're going to end up feeling, leaving the year, almost like you just can't make it there. Almost like you just can't make it there. Let me see if there's any way that can change. I don't think so, because these are all major arcanas, but I will see, okay? No. I got Temperance in reverse. No. Okay. Let me see a time frame then. Let me see a time frame as to when we would most likely see Kira, Aquarius, landing a job in California. When do we see Kiara Aquarius landing a job in her field in California? Give it a year. Give it a year of trying. Okay. Let's not give it a year and then start applying again. But if I were you, give it a year from now. So you probably land a job maybe around August, September next year, maybe. Could be more, could be less. But I see you finding more of a job like within a year from now. So, and you got the Magician. The Magician is someone who uses all of his skills, and all of his resources and his knowledge and a little bit of magic to manifest the outcome that he is looking for, right? So use all of your resources, whatever that is. Use your resources, letters of recommendation, whatever you can find. Anything that you know will make you stand out. Okay? So you do have one more question for me. What did you want to ask? High Priestess, while you type your question, I'm going to go grab some water. I will be back. All right, Kara, I'm back. If you want to go ahead and type that question for me, go for it. No worries. I was waiting for you. Whenever you're ready. Hi, Priestess. I know you have one more question for me. Did you want to ask it right now, or did you want to ask it on my evening live stream? I will be doing a second live stream today. If you want, we can save that question for later if you're busy. I agree. It just feels so stuck. No matter what I do, it's always something holding me back. Why do things seem so stuck in my career? Let's see if there is a universal reason other than what we have seen before, because I remember the cards did talk about how this is more of an economical thing or just more of an area thing where you were a little bit. But let's see if there is like a universal lesson behind all of this. If there's something here, we're gonna go ahead and use the Witch's Tarot for you, okay? Alrighty, let's see. Interesting. Let's see if there is a universal reason. I tried starting my own business, but it's hard doing everything all alone all the time. Now, and I feel you. I feel you. I feel you. But, for people who prefer to work alone and to do everything themselves and in their own schedule, it works better for them. So if you're that kind of person that, you don't like authority, and as a matter of fact, you don't really work well with working with others, you strive better when you work on your own and you're kind of just, doing everything on your own. Some people strive better that way. Some people are just more successful that way, and there's nothing wrong with it. Some people are just a lot better without authority and just being their own boss, myself included with that. I think even with myself, like, before I used to think I was always great with authority and like I'll throw myself under the bus. I don't like to be told what to do, personally. Unless it's constructive criticism or it comes from a good place and I need to feel like it comes from a good place, please keep your mouth shut when it comes to me, right? That's how I feel about me. And I just don't like showing up to a certain job at a certain time. Like, shit happens. And I feel like jobs just give you unnecessary stress for, life situations. And I'm the kind of person, I don't like to explain myself. Like, in my previous jobs that I've had growing up, because I've been doing this for 10 years, and I did have certain jobs here and there because I've had, exes that made me feel bad for just being a streamer. And it's like, and I don't even know why I even listen to them. Like, before I used to make so much more money when I was dating. Now I'm not dating, but back then when I was making more money per stream. Like, just to give you like, well, I'm not gonna talk numbers, but I just know like just me when I can't show up at a certain, at 6 a.m. every single time, and I just don't like to explain myself. It's just like, yeah, shit happened at home. I can't be giving you explanations about everything, but I'm here. And I know it's not a good thing. I know that's not a good thing in a job. I just work a lot better by myself, and I strive better here on my channel. I'm just a lot better at doing this. And yeah, totally. I mean, it makes a difference when you work from home too. I mean, we work remote. When I was working remote, working ABA, that wasn't an issue for me. I think that was actually one of my easier jobs, and I think that was when I was working ABA after I graduated college. Probably my easier jobs, and I've probably stayed there longer than any other job other than teaching yoga, because I used to teach yoga too. I'm still licensed. The last 2 gyms that I taught, what's it called? They closed down. They went out of business. They were both it was a chain. And I was working for 2 different locations for this chain, and they closed all the locations, including the 2 chains that I was working for. So Other than those 2, every other job was just typical, stressful, did not like it. I was just working there because I needed because either I felt like people were just telling me I needed to get a real job or, really, yeah, that was really it because this always paid the bills. You guys have always been so greatly supportive, and thanks to all of y'all, I was able to make this my job, but then I would have people who get on my ear in my personal life, and there were times where I felt forced in that sense or, peer pressured into getting a job again, and it wasn't until recently too. I just got let go from a job too because I went under that pressure again, and also because I was trying because my cat got sick. For a lot of people who know, you guys know, but the cat got sick, almost died on me. My cat's 9 years old, so um, I was kind of in a little bit of a pickle to catch up with my cat's things. So I did catch a side job on the side, but same thing. Like I didn't have an issue with authority. People thought I did. In this one, that was the interesting part. I got along with a lot of people. I did make a lot of friends that I didn't stay in contact with after I left, but and really cool friends, but it just happens. But to answer your question, you need a sugar daddy, girl. There's plenty in California. Well, you're closer in Pennsylvania. You could try New York, right? Um, but yes, hey, no shame to you. I think, and to be honest with you, because I have my degree also in sociology, so I know a lot about society, and I read a lot about it, even though I'm not in school anymore. And something that I've seen, and I have a few clients who do sugar dating, which of course I won't mention names, and they do private readings, right? They don't come to the live streams. Sugar babying has become a really big phenomenon from what I've been seeing. So you might be joking, but honestly, in recent time, just these past 5 years, I've seen it a lot more common, from clients themselves and stuff like that. So apparently it's a thing. Back then, you would hear about it like here and there and on TV and stuff, and she had to be like super bimbo, and you had to be blonde and all of that. And now I just feel like anyone can be one. Really, I think every guy or rich guy, whatever, has a type, right? And I think, yeah, we've just gone so diverse that, every guy just has their own type. So just gotta find someone that finds you to be their type, right? If you want to do that, I don't see why there's a problem. As long as there's mutual respect and there's a mutual understanding that, what you get and he gets. So I guess, why not? I do have my own small business, but I need the finances to put into it. And I also want my own nonprofit, but it's like a lot even funding that. Exactly. I know, girl. I know how it feels. When you have so many ideas in your head, it's like, I get you. That's how I was when I first started my business. You think I had the money for this software that I used, and you're only watching me here on YouTube, but I'm multi-streaming. I'm on Facebook. I'm on Instagram right now, live streaming. I'm here on YouTube. I'm on Twitch. I'm multi-streaming. I'm not live streaming. I'm multi-streaming, and I'm using a software. And I do psychic cards. I ain't cheap. I got to travel a couple of hours. I got to take my pickup truck. Gas ain't cheap. All of it takes money, and it takes a long time to build. I didn't have a car when I started my business, but I invested all of my money in my business. And everyone would tell me, like, why don't you just get a job and pay for a car? It just seems like you make this money. And I was making that. Ever since I started my business, you guys always had my back. I love you guys. No job, no other person has had my back. Only you guys. And, I love that. And I did that in the beginning. Like, I really believed in you guys, that I just started the money I would make with you guys. I started investing on little things like this software, Photoshop, and stuff like that. Thankfully, I knew how to use all of this stuff because I went to school for it, before I decided switching careers and then started working in ABA, right? So it's all good. It takes it's one of those things that, you have to build little by little, and since you have 2 businesses in mind, I mean, it's all about just building it little by little, you know? And the people that believe in you, they will help you. I had sponsors that helped me actually. Um, when I was, building my business, I had a really old, those chunky laptops that I bought with my money. Because when I first left high school, one of my first jobs leaving high school, I was a bouncer. And I don't know how it is in your state, but here, one of the easiest ways that I found out to get a job leaving high school, if you have no job experience, is to become a bouncer. And since I had fighting experience, I got a job right away. So I became a bouncer. That was actually my first job. Well, no, actually, I was a receptionist. And then after that, I wasn't able to find another job. Then I became a bouncer. And got my license, got a job right away with an agency. And I started working in Orange County, right? And I bought myself a MacBook, a laptop, a really old laptop, right? And then all of a sudden, as I'm continuing on with my business, what happens? All of a sudden, I meet this guy. I didn't find out until later last year, actually. And mind you, this has been a client of mine since I first started my YouTube channel. He gifted me 2 MacBook Pros. So, like I said, along the way, sometimes you'll have miracles happen, I can even speak from experience, like with this guy who gave me 2 MacBook Pros. And at the time, they were semi-new, maybe just a couple years old. This laptop that I'm using right now is one of those laptops that this very person sponsored for me, gave me. And no, it's not a sugar daddy. It's a client of mine who happens to be doing very, very well in his life, lives in somewhere in San Francisco, and he just happened to have like a couple MacBooks just laying around that he wasn't using, his kids weren't using, and they were still very pretty new. And he just literally sent them to me. It happens. It happens. Yeah, sometimes it just takes for someone to want to sponsor you to help you elevate. Exactly. Exactly. It is so true. So it can happen along the way. Maybe one day you'll meet a philanthropist, and there you go. This person believes in your thing and then helps you grow, right? It happens sometimes. Give me a second. My cat is going crazy. Let me let him out. 1 second. All right. Anyway, I digress. We pulled 6 cards for you. We were gonna see if there was a much deeper reason, as to like a universal reason as to why you're stuck right here, other than what we talked about. The economy and the area that you lived in. And there was another reason for that, and I got a definite no. I got all 6 reversals. So no, I say that it's not I don't think it's the universe trying to teach you anything or any lessons here. There is no lessons, but it is telling me right here with the double card in reverse in this deck. It's called the shadow side in reverse, but this is equivalent to the devil in reverse. You're getting over it. I think at one point you were like, so you were all about your career. Maybe this was when you were in college. You were so dedicated, or just at whatever point in your life, you were just really dedicated at whatever you were doing. And I'm in school for social work. It's even been hard trying to find an internship. I just need to go out more and enjoy life. You will enjoy life, and you can still do that while you're pursuing your dreams. Just make sure that it doesn't get in the way. Remember, work hard, play hard. Okay, it's a balance. All right. But it if you didn't do the whole work hard, play hard thing before, that's not a problem either. Okay, you're still young. Like it's hardly ever when you can say that you can meet someone like you that is at the age that they are, and has already so many accomplishments regardless of where they work right now, you know? So, if I were you, I would be happy. I would be very happy. So, the cards are telling me there is no universal reason. There is no deeper reason as to why this is happening. So there's no lesson here. It's really just the economy and the area that you're in. But see, it's so crazy that you say you're in school for social work, but you can't even find an internship. So maybe it's just where you are. Okay. So if I were you, just keep looking elsewhere. We did see about California happening around sometime a year from now. So maybe halfway through the year next year, or maybe towards the latter half of 2025 is when I see you landing something in California if you're still interested in that. Okay. Now, High Priestess or Miss Kiara, do you have any other questions for me? Any other concerns? Anything you want me to clarify in your reading today? All right, Kiara, thank you so much for stopping by. I will be back here in the evening if you want to sit down and chat if you're off or anything. You know, it's better than not talking to anybody anyway. But regardless, thank you for coming. Thank you for choosing me, and I hope to see you around. Thank you. I just received a payment right here on PayPal. Who was it? Alrighty. So, hi, Mia. How are you? So, Mia, is that your name? What's your name? I'm sorry, I'm asking because you're new, or at least I haven't seen you yet. Hi. I wanted to know your name, and I wanted to know your zodiac sign. Since this is a virtual reading and I'm not seeing you, and I have other people in the room too, I connect with people through their name and their zodiac sign. So if you can give me just your first name and your zodiac sign, that would be great. And then since you're asking about somebody else, can you give me their name and their zodiac sign? Oh, sorry. I'm over here talking while I'm on mute. Okay, I think I'm missing a crystal, but all right, whatever. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and use the Tarot 3D for you. This is this tarot deck that I have in my hands. So you wanted to know, my name is Kim, I'm an Aquarius. Her name is Marie, and she is a Libra. You want to know if you will ever see her again. All right, let's see. Kim. So this is for Kim, Aquarius, and she wants to know she will hear from Marie, Libra again. All right, so will Kim, Aquarius, be hearing from Marie, Libra again? She has a relationship and I do too. I am married. Okay, so is this like a friendship? Is this kind of like a side thing that you guys have? What is your relationship with her, since she is in a relationship and you're in a relationship? Do you guys also have a relationship, or is this just a friendship? What is she to you? Interesting. So it's giving me a 50-50 chance, leaning towards a yes. I think this is more of a thing where I think your best bet is if you tried reaching out to her, because I'm seeing kind of like a lack of cooperation here. You really want her attention. That's what they're telling me. You really are looking forward to hearing from her again. Um, she is an old flame that I met 2 years ago, and it didn't go so good. Okay, okay. Well, the cards are telling me it's a 50-50 chance leaning towards a yes. But the cards are saying if you wanted to reach out, you would get the response that you wanted. Now, I'm not trying to be the devil's advocate here, okay? I'm not trying to like tempt anything by any means. But the cards are telling me that if that was something that you really wanted to see happen, it can happen. And you didn't have to wait. Then again, I mean, I'm not surprised with seeing this answer too, because we are in Mercury retrograde. We started Mercury retrograde August 5th. So I wouldn't be surprised that the cards are saying this, because this is the time when exes reconnect, or exes start thinking about, or people just start thinking about their exes, or someone that they previously dated, or a friend from the past and stuff like that. So this is the time where exes will be coming back, or you will be reaching out to an ex, or an ex will be reaching out to you, or thinking about one tremendously, deeply. So I'm not surprised that she's in your thoughts, most especially recently. And sometimes even this can even stir the pot a little bit. Just having you think about this person stirs the pot a little bit, and it makes people do things. So, and a lot of things happen during Mercury retrograde. This is just one of those common things, one of those common threads that you see during Mercury retrograde. So I do think that there's a 50-50 chance. But if you want me to be honest, things are not going to feel the same. So it could be a thing where, like, when you meet her again and stuff like that, you're going to be like, oh, like, I thought that spark was going to be there. But after I met up with her for coffee, it was like, you're like, what was it? What happened? You're going to be like, whoa, what happened? You know? Or this could be a thing where it's like, you meet her again, and maybe at one point you had seen her very attractive, but now she just doesn't seem very attractive, or just her vibe, she just seems very different. And there's just no, you realize right there, it's just like, whoa, like, I did that for what, and there was just no connection, you know so that's what I see in the cards. So if you decide to be that little kitty cat and see what's in the bag, go for it. The cards are telling you, but they're telling me that you will realize that it just the spark, you're gonna be like, whoa, what happened? Like, you were excited to meet her, and then when you saw her, where did it go? Like, you didn't feel that connection once like, I've seen that happen before, a lot, in Mercury retrograde with clients, myself. It's very common to see, you know. But it doesn't have to be instantaneous too. It can be a thing where, like, as you get to know her, you're just like, oh, she wasn't the person that she used to be. Like, she's just toast. She's just somebody else, or it could be a thing where you think to yourself, like, oh my God, what was I thinking? What was I thinking? Like, I don't know, why did I think she was so interesting? Why did I think she was so magnetic, when we didn't have anything in common? Like, I just see you thinking something along the lines, if you decide to be that kitty cat and see what's in the bag, if you know what I mean, and if you don't know what I mean, it's basically, if your curiosity really, really was that big, and you really, really want to see what would happen, the cards are saying you can, and you will get the response you want. Like, if you decide to see her or try to arrange to want to meet with her, she would, or something like that. And you're going to realize that it's just not the same like it used to be. But I do see that she's deep in your thoughts. which is not surprising because that happens a lot during Mercury retrograde. Okay. But sometimes they do say that there's a reason why you think about them during Mercury retrograde. They do say that there's a reason why they come through. Maybe you need this. Maybe you really need to experience this for yourself so that there won't be any more what ifs in the future and you can finally move on and be present in your marriage, right? Maybe there is that lingering feeling that comes, from time to time, where ever since this old flame where you're just like, well, what if? Or, like, what if I would have been with her instead? Who knows? Who knows what's going on in your thoughts? There's a reason why she's coming through in your thoughts, especially during Mercury retrograde. And maybe the cards are telling, and that's why that curiosity was there as to when she would ever appear in your life. And if that is so the case, and and if the reason was because you wanted to see if there was something more, or if there was an opportunity that isn't lost, go for it. But the cards are telling me that you're going to realize that she's just a completely different person now, that you're not going to be feeling the same way. And okay, you just responded. You said, I think so too, because things change. I got to know her secrets that she didn't tell. I love my wife so much after this, and I did tell her about Marie. Okay. So you were already married when you met Marie 2 years ago. Is that what you're saying? And again, no shame here. Nobody's perfect. Yes. Okay. So you're an Aquarius, you're married, and you met Marie 2 years ago, and you were already married when you met her. Okay. All right. Well, Kim, do you have any other questions for me? Is there anything else you wanted to clarify with this? Is there anything else you wanted to ask me? Hi, Gabriella. How are you? Yes, you can. You can totally ask a question. Last time we spoke was about a person I was seeing, and I want to see updates. Of course. Go ahead. Did you submit your payment? Let me double check. I'm telling you, I don't even get any notifications here. Yes, Gabriella, if you are interested in asking a question, you are more than welcome to ask a question. Alrighty, Gabriella, is that... Okay. Well, what do you mean by that? Well, okay, so you guys are not seeing each other, you guys have only talked. Are you saying like online? Did you meet this person online? I'm trying to remember the reading, but I have the flu, so I am just not in a very wonderful condition right now. So, so I just wanted to know, like, when you say that you are not seeing him, that you guys are talking, do you mean that you guys are only online? What do you mean by that? I want to see what Ula's thought and felt on our encounter today online. All right, perfect. Let's see. What did he think about your encounter with him online? Let's see. Yes, I saw your payment. So, Gabriella, what is your zodiac sign and what is Ula's zodiac sign? Please let me know. And I will be using the Witch's Tarot for your reading. You're a Capricorn. He is a Cancer. So let's go ahead and see. Alrighty. What did he think about this encounter? What did Ula's Cancer think and feel about his encounter with Gabriella today? Let's see. So we have 10 of Pentacles in reverse, 9 of Wands reverse, Page of Cups, King of Cups reversed. We have Karma, which is equivalent to Judgment. 5 of Wands reversed, 4 of Wands, the Magician reversed, and also the 3 of Cups. So, okay. It seems like he wants to be vulnerable about something. We got Page of Cups and Karma for him. Seems like he wants to open up about something. He wants to be so open and honest about something that he doesn't want to sugarcoat it. I think he likes you. And I know that that's the thing about wanting something anew with you. But the thing is that I don't know if you know this. And these are one of those situations where I wish this was a private reading. But the cards are telling me right here that I don't think he's single. Does he have children? Because I feel like he might be married. I feel like he might even have kids or might be on the way of being a father. And there is this conversation he wants to have, almost like saying, like, if I be with you, I have to leave my family too. Does he want to leave his family if, that was something that would still be a thing between you two? No. I don't think so. But there's a thing here where like, but at the same time, he doesn't want things to end with you. Yeah. Yeah, I feel that he's definitely in another country. I definitely feel that. And it is telling me right here too. It's like he doesn't want it to end either. Like he's like, at the same time, like I wouldn't doubt it if he's tempted to come and meet you at least once. Like I kind of just see this curiosity. Like I said, I don't know if it's that he's married or he has a girlfriend that's pregnant or he's got, like, because I'm getting the feeling that there's somebody. And for some reason, I just can't shake off the idea that there is a kid or there might be a kid, something along those lines. Because I don't just feel there's just a kid. I'll show you if you want me to show you. This isn't just a relationship. We got mama, daddy, the dog, grandpa. Two cards. And they're not on your side of the reading. So so this could be a thing where you don't have that or, that's not you. Yeah, so that's why there was a little bit of hesitation on my end, and this is why I said, I wish this was a bit of a private reading, but it's okay. It's all right. And I did ask the cards if it's like he's almost, but at the same time, like he doesn't want to end things with you. Like he likes what's going on with you. And it's almost like there's still a part of him. Then again, I did mention this in the previous reading I went on a tangent about how we are in Mercury retrograde, that I wouldn't be surprised if, if he had the opportunity, he'd come at least to meet you once. So, like, if he had the resources, if he had the finances to, like, get on a plane right now and come and meet you, he's that curious. He would actually do it. He's intrigued by you. So, the intrigue is there. The chemistry is there. But he's trying to be smart about what he does. Like, that's what he's telling himself. Like, like he could potentially ruin everything he has with making that one mistake. You find him to be either you're skeptical of him or he's being suspicious of you, or you're going to start seeing that about him. Because this is talking about a water sign. A water sign is a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, and you did say that he's a Cancer. And this is coming off almost saying that someone here, most likely the water sign, could be either suspicious of you, wondering if you are seeing other people. Then again, this could be like his dirty conscience, So, or he's already expressed this to you about how he wonders if you're seeing other people, and if you are seeing other people, or if he's asked you that already, or this could be a thing where he's going to start asking you those questions already. It's going to be just about time when he starts asking those questions. And this could be whether he will or won't. Will he come and see you? Just because I'm curious. No. But he's definitely curious. So I do think this might most likely just strictly stay online. I think he's got a whole other life that you're just not aware of. Do you have any other questions for me? Was this clear? Did you want me to maybe see something else about Ulas? I hope I'm saying his name correctly. I'm sorry if I'm not. I've never seen that name before. I think he still does. like I said, he's very curious, but if you wanted to ask a second question, it is another donation. We can see for sure if you wanted to, which, I am available to do it. I will probably see. Yeah, I'll still use this deck. I think this one we'll still use, the Witch's Tarot. But if you wanted to submit another donation, it's more like oolash, like lash, or oolash. Or ulash. Well, it's all right. It doesn't even matter. It's all right. Okay, well, did you want me to ask that other question? If you did, of course, it is a donation per question. But from what I saw right here, I don't think he's ever going to make the effort to come and see you. But his curiosity is there. He wants to. But I'm seeing he's got like a whole other life. He's got a whole other life. So alrighty. Well, for some reason, I'm not getting it. Sometimes it takes forever. Anyway, let's go ahead and see what the cards are going to say for you. So let's see. Did he have feelings for me, or does he? Let's see. Okay, there's the payment. Got it. Okay, so we have Ace of Swords, Knight of Pentacles reversed, Five of Pentacles reversed, Death, Three of Pentacles reversed, Four of Wands, and then in the bottom we have Three of Cups reversed. Awesome. Okay. I think he likes you. I wouldn't say he's in love. So I specifically asked if he was in love with you in my head, right? So in my mind I asked, if Ulas Cancer, is he currently in love with you? And I got no, but it's still a 50-50, which makes me feel like, again, there is still this intrigue. He still finds you very attractive. He still finds a connection. At least, I mean, hey, for it to be deep enough to still want to go visit another country and have an affair, like, there has to be something there. His intrigue, his curiosity, and his interest in you is at least that big enough to want to leave the country and have an affair. But he's got that same card again. We got the family man. So you're talking to a family man, but he's going to choose to continue to build on this. So don't be surprised if he kind of keeps you at arm's length, and he never really, and nothing really fully manifests from here. But from what I'm seeing right here, I think he likes you. I can't say that he's in love with you, no. But you guys do have an interesting connection. Cards are telling me here that you guys do have a very interesting connection. And he feels strongly for you in some way to perform. And so much so that, his curiosity is really wanting to see what's in the bag and how good it is and how amazing it can be. But he's wondering, I'm pretty sure he's trying to be smart about it too. I think there's things about this guy you just don't know. Gabriella, is there any other questions you wanted me to answer for you today? I can answer as many questions as you want. There is no limit. We really do. We laugh nonstop when we talk, and it's an amazing time. Yeah, like from what I'm seeing in the cards, and then astrologically speaking, Capricorn and Cancer, you guys would be getting along. That's not the issue here. I see that you guys have a wonderful connection, and which to me, it's not surprising that he's so intrigued by you, so into you, that he really wants to be with you, or at least meet you once. Like, that's what I get. Like he kind of has this curiosity where he's like, if only I could just meet her one time at least, and would he do it? I don't think so. Would he leave his wife or girlfriend? I don't know if they are married or if this is a thing where he just has a domestic relationship that they don't necessarily live together. I don't know what his situation is. I know there's another woman though, and I know there's a child. I don't know if there's marriage, if they live together per se, because I know there are couples out there too. Like I used to have a client right here locally. She was a nurse, but she was living in her parents' house with her child, right? And her husband was still living with his mom, and they were in their late 30s, early 40s, when I was starting to work with this woman. So it happens. You never know. Every family dynamic is different. Not every relationship dynamic is where they live in one home. But I did get the Four of Wands twice, so this could be a thing where if they're not living together, which maybe that could be the confusion, because if you guys are video chatting and talking a lot over the phone or something, and you're like, well, I never see them, maybe it's a thing where he just doesn't live with them. So you never know. Or this could be a thing where he has a kid on the way, like I said, But, your connection is so good, Matt, it makes him want to leave the country and at least meet you one time. You got him at least that crazy, that's for sure. You got him that crazy into you. Hi, Friska. Will my ex, Jay, return to me? Well, Friska, did you send a payment for me? Yes, you did. Just got it. Alrighty. Well, Gabriella, if you want to think about your question, if you want to think about whether you want to ask any more, think about it. I'm going to go ahead and move forward with Friska right here. Yes, for sure. And I will be doing another live stream tonight in the evening. I've already started sending everywhere on social media the link to the live stream. So if you follow me on Instagram, or you just want to stay tuned here, don't forget to subscribe, please. That's a free way to support me. And hit the bell notification so you know whenever I'm live. But so far this week, I'm going to be live Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 12 p.m. at 5 p.m. Pacific. So I'm going to go ahead and move forward. And again, if you have more questions for me on this live stream or on the next one tonight, you are more than welcome to ask unlimited questions. Okay, Gabby? Much love. Namaste. Okay. So, Friska. Hi, Friska. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Thank you so much. And thank you for coming. So you wanted to know about your ex, Jay. I want to use this deck, the Dark Fairy Tale Tarot, for you. You want to know if your ex, Aquarius, will return to you. Well, can you give me his first name, Friska? Your name? Oh, his name is Jean Charles. Okay, Jean Charles. Nice name, Jean Charles. Will your ex Jean Aquarius return to you? Lots of people asking about the exes during Mercury retrograde, huh? I should have made a post about it, and I didn't. On the next one. It's because of this flu, man. I went behind on all my work. I just decided to rest. All right, so let's see. Jean, will you return to Friska, Cancer? All right, so we have the Lovers in reverse in the bottom of the deck. And then we have the Moon, Ace of Cups, Death, Page of Wands, Seven of Cups, and also the Page of Cups in reverse. All right, so will he return? Will you hear from him again? Yes, I do think so. I do think so. That's a yes for me. I do think you're going to hear from Jean again. You guys broke up, right? Well, no, you said ex. I'm sorry, I have the flu, okay? So, yes, I do think that, yeah, and the reason why I was saying is because I have the Lovers in reverse in the bottom of the deck. That's why I was saying you guys broke up, right? So if you wouldn't have mentioned that fact, the cards would have told me that, this is someone you broke up with. But having right here, Page of Cups in reverse, someone here is coming out of an illusion. I'm really seeing that someone here is coming out of a fantasy here. So this could be a thing where maybe you were kind of like, you kind of had rose-colored glasses the entire time, maybe when you were in the relationship, or maybe he did. Maybe he had rose-colored glasses, but maybe someone here had rose-colored glasses in the relationship, and it just all of a sudden it just felt like someone just kind of knocked you off a pedestal. Like you were just like, whoa. That's how it feels like right now. What did you just say? I finally feel some peace and feel better now, but I have some dreaming and seeing. Okay, that could be why. This also is about dreaming. But I have been dreaming and seeing synchronicities about us everywhere I go. I don't know if this is Mercury retrograde or if it's my intuition. Well, interesting that you're saying that and that you're bringing that up. You're having, well, first of all, if you're having a lot of dreams about him, I can tell you right now it's because you're having a hard time with the breakup. And I feel like it's because what I was just about to say. It just seemed like when you were in a relationship with him, you were wearing these rose-colored glasses. And if you don't know what I mean by that, when someone says that you're wearing rose-colored glasses, it's like saying like that you're kind of just living a dream with him. That you were just living a dream. Everything seemed like, like when you wear rose-colored glasses, everything looks so pretty, right? Everything's pink, everything's rose, right? Everything's just full of roses, and that's why I'm feeling like it almost feels like you were kind of just taken out of that. The dreams are helping you with dealing with the pain. Sometimes when we just can't fathom, or when we emotionally are having a hard time with a breakup, we can be having our bodies just helps us see this person in our dreams so that we feel peace. Kind of like how this reading did for you, where you got the answer that you wanted and it brought you relief, it brought you peace, right? So what these dreams are doing for you up until this point, and maybe even the dreams might stop happening, or they might stop, they might not be as frequent, because now you got a major peace, depending on how long this peacefulness lasts for you, right? You can feel calm about it right now, and then tomorrow you might be freaking about it again. I don't know. But the cards are telling me right here that the dreams might become less frequent. And if you're having a lot of dreams about it, what your brain is doing is that it's bringing you this person in front of you. So, because remember, like, love is like a drug almost. So when you see this person, it's like you're getting your dopamine. So you're very into this guy. That's all I can really say. You were very into this guy, very thrown off by the breakup, or at least just not something you wanted at all. And just like love is a drug, you want him, you want your fix, so you're dreaming about him so you can get your fix. Does that make sense? Love is a drug. And I'm speaking of this in a psychological standpoint and also from experience, because this has happened for me too, where I went through a breakup once and I literally saw this person in my dreams, and it's never happened for anyone else in my life, where I literally dreamt of this person every single day. And it wasn't until, and I always thought there was something spiritual about it. And mind you, this happened almost 10 years ago. Never heard from this guy ever. Never heard from him again. So what I came to realize is that I was dreaming of him because I was addicted to him. He was my dopamine. And my dream, my brain was presenting this ex in my dreams because I needed my fix. I needed him. And when I would wake up, I would feel so much better because I saw him. And maybe at that point, it made me feel like, there was maybe a reason for me to see him in those dreams. And maybe there is, maybe there isn't. I mean, I'm not dead yet. But so far, I haven't heard anything. And my conclusion so far is I needed my fix at the time. I don't have those dreams anymore. Because he's not my dopamine. He doesn't give me that anymore. I moved on. Right? It's been almost 6 months. I am healing and have been reflecting, yet I feel peace knowing that the breakup is what he wanted, and I respected and truly loved him. Trying to better myself now. It's okay. It's okay. So maybe this could just be a thing where you just feel a deep connection with this person. Okay. So, Friska, if you have more questions for me, you are more than welcome to continue asking questions. You do have to submit a donation per question. Nevertheless, if you don't have any more questions for me tonight, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. That is a free way to support me. And also hit the bell notification so you know when I am live. I am going to be live today, tomorrow, and Thursday for this week. And I hope to see you around. Okay? I want to ask about someone else. How does Fernando Aries feel towards me? Is he attracted to me? Okay, you're welcome. So, Gabriella, what is Fernando to you? Is he an old flame? Let me grab my crystals. I need to get more crystals out here. I need to get some selenite. I need to get some crystals. Oh, wait. So what is your relationship or your history with Fernando? Is this someone you used to date? Oh, you guys talk, but nothing serious. Okay, is this also like an online thing? Oh, okay. This is someone you see in person. This is someone you're dating. Nice, nice, nice. Okay. Let's see what the cards have to say. Let's see. All right, so we have in the bottom of the deck the Devil in reverse, and we have Two of Wands reverse, Temperance reverse, Six of Cups, Page of Pentacles in reverse, 10 of Swords, and also the 10 of Cups. I'm sorry, 10 of Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles in reverse. 1, 2. Yeah, that makes sense. I think he did in the beginning, but now I think he feels like you guys are just not compatible with Temperance in reverse, the Devil in reverse, and also having the King of Wands. This tells me that he's very sure about his decision. He knows what he wants. So he knows what he wants, and he will go after, and he's the type of person that will go after what he wants. So if you were the bullseye for him, he would have gotten you already. He would have tried. He would have asked you to be his girlfriend already. That's what the cards are trying to tell me here. And then King of Wands too. Wands court cards represent fire signs, Sagittarius, Leo, and Aries. And you did say that Fernando is in Aries. So the cards are really connecting with Fernando. They're talking to me about how there once was a big, deep connection, but now all of a sudden he feels like there's incompatibilities. We're dealing with a fire sign who knows what he wants, and you're saying he's an Aries, so the cards are coinciding with Fernando. The challenge here is now ending this situation because he knows this will affect you. You see how the swords are piercing the solar plexus? This is telling me that he at least assumes that if he delivers this news to you, that it will hurt you here. The solar plexus is about identity. This could be about self-esteem too. So it could be that maybe he feels like it might hurt your self-esteem, or he feels like if he delivers the news that it might kind of just affect you when it comes to the root chakra. I'm sorry, the solar plexus, which has to do with your self-esteem, your confidence. He's worried that it's get a more deeper meaning. I think he's worried that it would affect you so much that it might affect you with not feeling attractive enough, or feeling like you are unlovable. And that's what he is more worried about. It seems like he's worried about delivering he's worried about delivering this news to you because he knows what he wants, and he knows what to give. The cards are saying that if he really wanted you, you would have made this known. But he's not. It seems like maybe the reason why there has been some hesitation to end this is because he's worried about hurting you. I think he's worried about how you would take it. Just point blank period. I think he's worried that you would take it so far that you would blame yourself, you would feel like you're not attractive, you would feel like you're unlovable. He's worried about that about you. He's worried about you. Now, whether that would happen or not, I mean, of course, that's irrelevant. But the reason why he hasn't expressed this to you is because he's worried about how you would take it. So I don't think there is any attraction right now. I think there once was, because the Devil in reverse tells me that there was once attraction, and a deep attraction. When we see the Devil, there was deep attraction. Definitely. And actually in the Devil, you see two people. You see how there's this beautiful woman right here. She's just so gorgeous. And he's after her. The Devil is after her. The Devil is totally addicted to her. He's totally obsessed. And those are normal qualities or characteristics that you see in an Aries. When they like someone, they can be a bit possessive, they can be a bit jealous. So I do think that there was something there on his end. So don't think that there was never anything on his end ever. There was once feelings for you, or at least that attraction for you. but it seems like it's gone away, and it seems because he feels like there's no compatibility, and the cards are wanting to highlight the idea that he knows what he wants. And if he would have seen that in you, he would have already made this official, which makes sense because Aries don't really wait. You know, if they like someone, they want to make you their partner, like literally since fucking yesterday. So, so they don't do the whole let's date for 3 months and see where this goes, and we'll see if we get committed. No, they get committed from fucking yesterday. Okay, so what does he want now? He has made it known he wants something serious. Yes, that's my point. I do think that he knows what he wants in a relationship in general. And I do think at one point he did feel a certain way, but it seems like he kind of lost that due to incompatibility. So let's see, what does he want now, since you guys are still in contact? Well, what now? Why is he still around then, right? So that's your question. So let's see, why is he still around then? What's the point of still being around? But well, the cards did say that he's having a hard time telling you the news. So apart from that, is there anything else other than, you know, he's scared of delivering the news? Is there anything else? Why is he still around? Let's see. We have 3 of Pentacles, the Hanged Man, 2 of Swords, the Star, the Empress, and again, 10 of Pentacles in reverse. Wow, you're getting a lot of the same cards. And then we have right here, Strength. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, there is another reason. I think he wants to be sure. I think he wants to, it's weird because the cards are like saying, like, he knows what he wants. He knows what he's into. He knows what his cup of tea is, right? And he made up his mind about, right? This is what we saw in the previous reading, that he made up his mind about, you know, the incompatibilities, and he sees the incompatibilities and all of that. But then the cards are telling me right here, you know, because we asked if there was another reason, right? Other than, you know, doesn't want to be the bearer of bad news here. And the cards are telling me he wants to be sure. He wants to be sure. I think he wants to be 150% on his decision, not just 100%. He wants to be 150% on his decision. And so he wants to be extra sure that, so he's analyzing this. This is the Hanged Man. So the Hanged Man is telling me that he's looking at it from all different angles. I think he's really trying to give this a fair try. So it's like his brain is advocating for you in the relationship, but his heart is like, I don't know though. Like, I don't know. So he's like going back and forth. You get what I'm trying to say? Like, the, you know, so like he's kind of just auditing the relationship, seeing what he can do, if this relationship deserves another chance, and so he's kind of just doing all of that process in his brain, if you know what I mean. So he's trying to give this an honest shot, and he wants to be 150% sure before he lets you know. Even though he's 100% sure, he wants to be 150% sure. Does that make sense? So I like that about him. I mean, at least I can say that about him, that, you know, he doesn't jump into into craziness like that. That he's logical, he's practical, and I can see why you're into him. But I see that he wants to be 150% sure He wants to be extra sure on his decision. You know what I mean? Questions, comments, concerns, Gabriella. What do you think? Yes, it makes sense. I would want someone to be sure about me too before going forward. Absolutely. And it seems like you're dealing with someone who's grown up here and here, which, that looks good. And even if it's a no, even if ultimately he decides it's a no, honor him for that, because like, how many men do you really see do that? They just like jump from girl to girl now, and it's like, but who knows? Who knows? Maybe you might have a chance to change his mind. And that's what he's looking for. That's what he's looking for. He's looking for you. In a way, he's kind of looking for you to change his mind. Think about it that way. Half glass full. If he's still kind of, advocating for you in his brain, telling you that, he's got to be sure before he makes this decision. And, maybe in a way, think about it that way. Let's look at it maybe in that lens, that maybe he's waiting for you and he's hoping for you to change his mind. Can I ask, what are some incompatibility traits that he sees so far? That would be another donation. Would you want to send another donation? I'll let you think about it. I'm going to go grab some more water because I have the flu and I'm just dying. I need water. So give me like 2 seconds. Think about whether you want to send another donation. And I would be more than happy to answer that question for you. Okay? I'm going to go grab some water. Alrighty, I am back. Went to go brush my hair too because that shit was driving me nuts. All right, so I'm sorry. I really just did not get ready today for you guys. I really just did not, Like, I just took a shower last night. I fell asleep and I woke up with this crazy hair. And I was like, fuck it. I need to make money. I have bills to pay. I hope people forgive me today by not looking nice. But let's see. What are some incompatibility traits that he sees so far? Okay. Where the hell is my pen? One second, guys. Alrighty. And I found my phone too. Goodness gracious. Okay. So, I need that too. I need my phone too. Alright, so let's see these incompatibility traits that this person is noticing or that he sees. Good questions. I really like these questions. Fernando Aries. And Gabriella, can you remind me, what is your zodiac sign again? What is your zodiac sign? All right, let's see what the cards have to say for you. That's right, you're a Capricorn. Said that. Goodness gracious. Not on my A game, huh? Not on my A game today. All right, so let's see. What are these incompatibility traits that this person is noticing already? Okay. Gabby, are you busy a lot? Could there be a thing where maybe he just wants more of you, more consistency, or just would have wanted more of that? Are you someone who's very into your work? Are you a workaholic? Or because I'm seeing something where he wished he could see you more, and I thought maybe in communication, and I saw more like in person. So I don't know if it's a thing where he just hasn't had enough of it just yet, or you guys are just starting off slow. Then again, I mean, he is an Aries, so Aries people, they jump into conclusions pretty quickly. I see. That's what I'm picking up. You always have something to do. Yeah, so that's what I'm seeing. Like, either like you're busy or like, and I was going to say too that is almost making him feel like you have somebody else. That almost makes him feel like you're seeing someone else, or you're probably already in a relationship and you're not saying it. So your busy stuff, he's almost coming to the conclusion you have somebody else almost. But he has no proof. He has nothing. He has no proof. And the cards are telling me right here that he has no proof. And the cards are telling me right here that he recognizes that this is just purely assumption, that this is purely just him assuming. So he recognizes that. He knows that he's just assuming. He knows that he hasn't had any tangible proof on that. So he has no proof. Okay, it's not like he's seen a text or anything, if that's what you're worried about. And it almost makes him want to put distance, because that little fact is what kind of, I think, kind of has him kind of like having the 1 foot in, 1 foot out. The no communication, not no communication, but the lack of not seeing each other as much as he would want. And that's what I'm seeing, that, and now you're telling me right here, you always have something to do, which I feel you, girl. I'm exactly the same way. I have lost a lot of dating opportunities because I was just so busy. So it happens. It just happens, I think for this one right here, I think he feels like you're seeing somebody else. You're busy all the time. And yeah, what do you think? I'm not surprised. He tells me I don't give him enough time. Okay, so this is something he's expressed. Aries love attention too. Yes. Well, yes. I think it's more of the sense that Aries, they don't do the whole like taking your time, and so they don't think like a practical Capricorn. And so to them, like when they're in love, they expect to be like, and yes, it might come off like I'm exaggerating, but I'm really not. Like they want to be, when they meet someone they really like, they will literally be like talking about marriage and kids like within a week. And it's like, whoa, dude, like I just met you. Like I know I like you, but hey, like, I've had Aries people like propose to me like 3 days after dating them. And it's not uncommon to see in Aries. That's just how they are. They're represented as the child in the zodiac, so they love like a child, so they fall in love so quick, but they can fall out of love so quickly too. you know. And it's because they realize after they got to know the person, they're like, oh shit, I fell in love so quick and I didn't really get to know the person. I just got carried away with my feelings because I really liked them so much in the beginning. And then now that I got to know them, they weren't really that interesting. And then they drop you. Very common. Very common. So Gabriella, do you have any other questions for me? Any other concerns regarding this reading right here? Did you want to ask anything else? This medication is making me feel so weird. I think for now I have a bit more clarity. Thank you so much. You're welcome, Gabby. And as for the rest of you, I'm going to go ahead and take a break. I will be back in just a few minutes at 5 o'clock PST for those of you who will still be asking some questions later, or if anything comes up for the rest of you who did ask questions. Nevertheless, thank you so much, everyone. Take care. Blessed be. Namaste. And I will see you guys at 5 o'clock today. Bye.